Submission, wonderful submission. I must commend, but I don't even really have a whole lot to say. I don't have a whole lot to say. It's just to put some clarity to some few things to which these gullible people on this other side are said and they are jubilating on. Because as of yesterday, we confirmed that, they come here because even their chairman confirmed that it was ear screen recording for over 1 hour. And if what we are saying is not making sense, I don't think it would be here to screen record for 1 hour, for over 1 hour. The thing is, they come here, they listen to our analysis, our submission, and they go work on it in order to prepare their defense. It's actually good. But yesterday I had Aristocrat on his show quoting some corona law and trying to say it or to twist it or to cherry pick it. And there's something about the law. You cannot cherry pick the law. The Yorubas will say, "Wani òfin tó bá mégun, òun ló mẹ́lẹ́hà." It is the same law that affects the masquerade that would also affect the lady in niqab, abi, what do they call it? So now the thing is, you are actually quoting a law that you want to punish Darosha because he embalmed the body. But you are actually forgetting the fact that that same law also states the punishment for the person who disposes or buries such body. So the thing is this: if Darosha is actually going down for embalmment, if truly there was any embalmment, that Darosha is going for it, don't forget the fact that after embalmment, something happened after the embalmment was done. Who disposed the body? The law would definitely get to that point too. And that is one. Number two is this. You see, since like 8 months that we've been on this old justice for Mohbad case, it is now that we are actually getting to a point of revelation. And that is why these old people on this other side, they are, if you see them jubilating or whatsoever, they are jittery. Because you see, since when Mohbad died, everybody who was present on scene, those who were in that house, who could give full details, first-hand information of what happened, none of them have come out to speak to the public. Aside the fact that they gave their statement to the police, and when Wunmi and Adura was called at the inquest, they've not spoken to the public. Every counter to the narrative to which Josie has been given over the past few months has been from people online like you and I who find or sees hole in some of these narratives, and we raise questions. This is the first time to which those who are present at the scene, those who witnessed everything firsthand, are coming out to face, to counter, or to confirm the claim which Josie has been making for the past few months. One thing to which these people forget to understand is the fact that even Josie himself cannot state categorically what happened to Mohbad or how Mohbad died. Everything he has been saying has always been, they said, one nickme, one song. He has not been able to establish a fact on his own. Now, how is it that somebody who did not witness what happened, who was not present when it happened, Who was not there when they went to the hospital, the first, the second, to when they brought the dead body back to the house? Why is it the one giving full details of how the guy died and you are believing him? How? So this is the first time to which the likes of Darosha, Adura, and the likes can come out now and give true picture, full narrative of what truly happened that day. Now we are hearing information of the fact that Darosha said he had called Josie even before they called Mama Mohbad. And over time, Baba Mohbad has said, oh, they did not call him. We are now getting information that even DJ Bami also called. Now we are getting information that it was even Josie that said they should take the body back home. So now the thing is, in this whole case, it is just a matter of common sense now. Who do you believe? The person who witnessed everything, or the person who this narrative is telling you is from the person who witnessed it? And that is why I keep asking questions every time. That day Baba Mohbad got to that house, what exactly did Wunmi, Darosha, Adura, and over 100 people he saw in the house told him that day that made him feel like, okay, àmúwá Ọlọ́run ni, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀? What exactly did they tell him that day that made him move ahead with saying, okay, let's go and bury the body? Now, so many informations and revelations would definitely come to light. So many informations and revelations will come to light. And I want to ask us something. I want to ask us something today. Let us be sincere with ourselves. If Darosha and Adura and Mama Mohbad are actually on the side of Baba Mohbad, they are calling Wunmi is a bad girl, she's not a good wife, she's not a this, she's not that, she's a useless person, she's kinikon. Will these people push for Darosha to be petitioned or arrested because he embalmed the body? Let's be sincere with ourselves. Are they going to do it? Will they write a petition? This same set of people who are the one raising money, or who raised money to bail all the suspects, who are the one providing legal counsel, providing lawyers for the suspects. If Darosha, Adura, and Mama Mohbad are on the side of Josie, will these people see any sense or read any meaning to 10 years and no Simon me? Will they write petition against Darosha that, oh, he embalmed the body? They will not do it. They will not do it. But because these people are on the other side, they are not supporting this, their witch hunting and victimization. That is why they are also against these people. So now we are going to get first-hand information of what really happened. We've been hearing so many narratives of the activities of what Baba did and everything. And to collaborate what we've been hearing that Baba had been called earlier, Prime Boy during some of his life has said on the day Mohbad died, immediately he heard the information, he called Baba. That daddy ṣé lóòótọ́ ni mo máa gbọ́ nǹkan báyìí, ṣé lóòótọ́ ni? And Baba said, a wà lọ́nà Lekki. So now Baba cannot say that he did not know Mohbad was dead till he got to his house. That is a total lie. That is a total lie. So if Baba had known that Mohbad was dead, gbogbo ngbà táwa dé hospital táwa ní pé ká padà ká máa lọlé, mo wá sọ fún ìyá ẹ̀ wípé ọmọ yìí ti kú yẹn. It is not any spirit that is ministering to you. You heard the information already. So this whole victimization and witch hunting within the next few days would definitely come to an end. It would come to an end because in this case, light and justice will prevail at the end of the day. It will prevail. Because it is only one lie that you need thousands of lies to cover up. And this whole their narrative and everything is surrounded against this whole mob justice and jungle justice ideology, whereby you just want to you want to have a victim so bad. If truly you say you're looking for justice for Mohbad, how are you going about securing that justice? And I was reading, the comment of one lady here, Juices, who said, Baba is looking for justice. Please, let's be sincere with ourselves and let us take it back to the beginning. At what point, I do ask this question every time, at what point did Baba realize that I have to seek justice for my son? Was it after he was buried and his burial ground was cemented and covered up like a sockaway? His burial ground was cemented the same day he died. So the question is, at what point is it that Baba was thinking, okay, boya tó bá dé 9 days later, a máa wá lọ wú òkú yẹn, la máa ṣe wá lọ ṣe autopsy, la máa ṣe wá máa ṣe DNA? Because there are some certain things we need to ask ourselves. It is just common sense. At what point? Now, yes, he is actually fighting for justice. I agree with you. But at what point did he become the championeer or the face of this justice for Mohbad? I keep saying it every time. Immediately Mohbad died, Baba said it, Ọjọ́ tabari bi ni bí ń wọlé. And I don't blame him. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, òkú ọ̀fọ̀ ni. Kò ń ṣòkú tó jẹ́ pé ẹ fẹ́ máa tọ́jú sílé, ẹ fẹ́ máa ṣe kíní kan. No, òkú ọ̀fọ̀ ni. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ sin. So he had done what he felt was right in that moment. And he ought to be like that. So if some people have now come up with their voice and say like we're looking for justice or whatsoever, then we all need to start asking ourselves, this whole justice for Mohbad you are shouting or you seek or you want, because to me, I do say it every time, I don't think there's anything like justice for Mohbad. Because everybody, or let me say 80% of those people, especially those supporting Baba Mohbad, have a ready-made answer of what justice should be in their head. And you cannot get justice in an injustice way. You cannot say you got justice in an injustice way. It does not work like that. Because they say he who wants to come to equity must come with clean hands. So this justice that you seek, how are you going about it? Mohbad, insulting his mother, cursing his siblings, cursing his child. Is that justice? Is that justice? Is that the way to justice? Is that the way to justice? If you think you want to curse somebody, and I say no, I don't think you should curse this person. Even if this person is guilty, don't curse the person. Let the law take its course. How have I become anti-justice? How have I become anti-justice? Because the only tag to which they've given to these people they call Team Wunmi is because we have said, let proper investigation be made. Let proper investigation be made. then let the law take its course. If anybody is guilty, let the authorities do the needful. But no, you guys don't want that. You want everybody to come online and start acting mad, start cursing, start swearing. That is not it. That is not it. That is not justice at all. That is bullying. That is victimization. And I think even as Africans or Nigerians, we need to work and get better with ourselves. This whole ideology, especially the ladies, this whole ideology of once a man dies, it is the wife that becomes the victim automatically. It should stop. And that is why when I look at this whole justice for Mohbad and you see these ladies, especially these grandmothers, a 26-year-old boy has died. And you shameless people, because that's what I can call you all, shameless people. A boy that is enough to be either your son or even your grandson. You are grandstanding and that association committee, structure committee, management team and everything. Lori Okuomo, 26 years. I think you people can actually do better. They can actually do better. Stop peddling these lies. Stop peddling all these lies. And no matter how you try with your narrative and everything, there is no police station or court online. The court, the law does not work on emotions. They will do their investigation. They will establish the fact. And the fact is what they will work with, not your online narrative, not your miscreants, gullible, stupid gathering narrative that they are going to follow. And one thing, the last one before I go, I want to beg these people. I want to beg them. Every supporter of Baba Mohbad, I'm begging you, at least show kindness for once. In this case, today would make it, is it 3 weeks that Arifa has been arrested? Please, you people should bring and release the evidence that you have. Please, you guys should release the evidence that you have. It is 3 weeks already. Beg this other host.
It's almost a month. So is it 3 weeks or 1 month?
So please beg your other host. Don't move on. We are not going to forget Arifa, your comrade, your freedom fighter. Veron is also inside. Kinema Fajabukulofa. Please tell your host to bring out the evidence. If you cannot take it to the police, release it online. We are tired of this whole long talk without evidence. For months, you guys do boast. You have evidence. There is proof. There is this. Now they've held one of your frontliners. And I'm waiting for your concerned citizens. What exactly are you doing? Don't put all your strength towards making sure they jail or they lock up Adura and Darusha. Do one thing right. Free or fight for the freedom of your comrades. Bring that evidence. Please, I'm begging you. Bring that evidence that you say you have. That evidence that is on Arifa phone that you've told him to send to people in diaspora. Those evidence that all those other hosts, you have your investigators. Go and call Soma, Aristocrats, Papariano, and all of them, Lati, Ogunfe, Crunch Queen, and everything. Please tell them, all of you, gather your evidence and bring it out. Please, this week, for the sake of Arifa and his wife, for the sake of Westo and his family, for the sake of Veron, please. You guys, what I should be expecting from your group, from your platform is the countdown to when you are going to release the evidence that you have. And if you don't have any evidence, please, for the sake of those that you've captured or those that you've put in your slavery or stupid captivity, please be truthful and be honorable for once. Come out and tell these your gullible followers that you don't have any evidence for all you've been saying. Come out so that you will guide them, so that more of your people will not be locked up. Come out and tell them, for the past 3 weeks, we've been searching for evidence. But I am so sorry, just like Aries will say, I, Victoria, is proud to break this news to you that we don't have any evidence.
As if one Queen Victoria from the Victorian age.
Yes.
Who are you? Bloody liar.
We don't have any evidence to back our claim. All our narrative and submission and talk for the past 8 months has been based on assumptions, deceit, and lies. So that these people will know that you have been deceiving them, leading them on. Because what you are doing is even obtaining by trick. Leading them on, making them feel there is one proof or evidence somewhere that you are going to release. Because you are riling them up, you are going to go to court, you are going to get lawyer, you are going to get this. And you don't even have any proof. You don't have any evidence. And you say you want to go to court. Please, for the sake of God, Madam Aries, Aristocrat, Chairman, Crunch Queen, Lati, all of you on that side, Paparian, all of you, I'm begging you because I know you listen, you screen record. Please, all of you, for the sake of your comrades in detention, please walk towards gathering all the evidence you have and start releasing them online. And if by the end of this week you're unable to get any evidence, then we would be right to start calling you out by your names and start making the whole world and the people know that all you have been saying for the past 8 months has been based on assumptions, deceit, and lies with no evidence. Because now is the time for you people to go into your arsenal and bring out all the evidence that you have against Wunmi, against the Oba, against Mama Mohbad, against Adura, against Darusha, against everybody. Please, talk to your people. Talk to Spending. Talk to Prime Boy. Talk to everybody that can give you the evidence that you need. Please, the world, we the concerned citizens, or we your followers, or we the anti-justice people, we seek to get this evidence so that we can know that truly you guys have been doing so much, rather than looking for ways and narratives to tell people to donate and donate and keep donating every time. I heard that some people have been able to contribute or come up with 10 million naira to pay lawyer. And I ask, for what reason? What is the duty of this lawyer that you are paying? What is the duty of this lawyer that you are paying? Because don't forget the fact that this case is a case of the state government. The Aloba family is not involved at all. They are not involved at all. So this old lawyer that you are getting, who do they want to charge to court? When are you charging them to court? So that we can know. Please, Team Justice, please, it is time for you to release your evidence so that you can save us all. In fact, put us to shame, we on this side. We've been battling and dragging with you for like 8 months. Please, throw us bomb. Show us your evidence. Shut us up. Let us know that what we've been saying for the past 8 months is rubbish. Please just release one evidence, one evidence, one proof. We know that you might even have up to 100 or 1,000, but we are begging you people to just release one. And please just give it to Aries so that she can, do the breaking news for us. Thank you very much. I hope we all have a wonderful week and God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Oluwatomisi. Well submitted.
Say you say me, ma. Ẹ kú lé gbogbo lé o.
Kaboma. Say you say.
Rodi o.
Good afternoon, ma.
I went on a weekend spree, me. I went to go and enjoy myself in the kingdom of treats. I was over this weekend in Manchester, kingdom of Eni. Mwani. So the little I did there, I didn't do nothing, We went to celebrate with our family friends and stuff and get. But you know one thing though, I must say this, I met so many, and when I say so many people, but in a close environment, decent people, so that brought it to my mind. When that lady was talking about Edo people, I met some ladies, my God. We didn't discuss about the ongoing thing, but we just sat down, we had a very lovely makeup artist and stuff like that. And then we see how people come across and their demeanor and everything like that. Manchester, I know there is no city, TOC, and when you, but then you would now want to say Tori Queen, any kingdom. The way she's portraying Manchester is not the way really Manchester is. If I know that, no, but it's just a confirmation when when people gathers and everything like that, and then Shiraz, you understand what I mean? You then appreciate this city is not this bad. You understand? Okay. So I just said, let me come and give you good news. Manchester City is not like that. I think we have so many decent, well-educated people in Manchester, right? Which I've known already, but me can confirm. I see maybe family and friends that I have there. But then I met so many people that are decent there. Having said that, Uncle Oluwatosin was so they were patronize our people. If we come more evidence, we don't want no more evidence. Me personally, I am not going to ask them to bring any more evidence because we know for sure they don't have any evidence now. Allowing them to go on with their rubbish is like we are actually indulging them to go ahead with their madness. They knew what they were doing. They know what they were doing to the extent that they were bribing people in Nigeria. My concern now is when they were now, just like Mr. Oluwatosin was saying, who do you actually want to go take to court? This matter is not of Aloba's matters. Why are you getting sun? I have always said that. You understand? Criminal inquest, criminal hearing, coroner inquest, you're already paying SANS to do what? And I'm pretty sure the SANS will have actually advised to that effect, but they will say this is how we want it. And this is why people are able to siphon money from the public. Do you understand? And majority of people don't share front one, they don't live in Nigeria, so that they cannot be caught up with Nigerian law. But the main thing for a why are you? I heard somewhere that they were bribing police officers to arrest the likes of Adura, Darusha, and other people. They were writing petition. Do they even understand what petition is? When it lands on a police officer, that means please investigate. You understand? This is happening, please can you investigate? That doesn't mean the police officer are going to be the one that is going to sentence or make an order or judgment. So you are writing petition for someone to be carried or to be locked up while the investigation is ongoing. For what reason? What you are not there? Because of your premonition or because of your little understanding of how things work? The way things works in UK is totally different from the way the law works in America or in Australia. Certainly, it's not the same way Toshin works in Niger. Every country, so I always say it, they have their law in place for their citizens. If you come out of their country, they will tell you obey the rules and law of that country, which will bring me to the fact that when you go to any of the Muslim country like Saudi Arabia or some other places, women can't smoke, or some area you cannot, walk half naked, because they don't believe in it. Once you've done that, or you don't steal or something like that, there is a law of that land that will deal with you. So this is the same thing with Nigeria. To me, when you start calling out to the Nigerian police, you are calling out to the government, and then you are the one, this one that you call yourself Justice for Mohbad group, that you are now bribing junior officers, bribing people to go and arrest, because it is possible. My thing now is, you are doing that. Whose justice are you looking for? The first question for me. You are not actually looking for justice for Mohbad, number one, because you can't be looking for justice for Mohbad and be asking for everything that makes Mohbad happy, everything that he thinks is acquired in his life to be destroyed when he's dead. Secondly, you cannot be asking for justice and then you are saying that the system, which is the police, the government, they are not good, they are not corrupt, but you are the one bribing, so that you understand what you're saying will be, yes, I told you. First and foremost, I like you, Aries, because you know what, you are going to go to jail because you said you were born in America or in UK or wherever you were born. So you do know the law. If you are giving money to be given to the police officer, you are more than a corrupt politician that sold something billion pounds or million pounds. You are part of the ones that is destroying Nigeria. So as good as someone like Lagata that lives in the United Kingdom and forged the name and the office of a barrister, a practicing legal person, to lie to the public. So, and both of you are still Nigerians, and you are doing it against Nigerian in Nigeria. So you are not going to be pardoned, because that is a law that you are faulted already. That is a country that you are placed on the pedestal of all other countries to weigh. So you will do your own to me, and I will not go to work. Now they will expect me that I'm a fraudster, and I've never done fraud in my life. I have never bribed anybody in my life, to the extent that I will even do it just to shame another person, or because I want to gain something. So this is what you group that you follow Mohbad's dad that you were doing. I'm purposely saying a little bit of English and Yoruba. Would have been lovely if I speak it in Yoruba. But at the end of the day, now Sir Tosin was saying, it says, please give people that cares to listen to you, right? Evidence. No, you can't be the one that will give evidence, because to everything that you said and that came out of your mouth, it was lies, because of what you are getting out of it. The most painful aspect of it is you told Nigerians, and then the likes of us will now say your gullible followers, which are some of them are Nigerians, because you lied to them. Do you understand? So Nigeria making Nigerian look bad, as if to say we are not bad enough on the international level. Do you understand? Well, Arifa, Westcho, at least they would have gone to secondary school. I don't know how their education is good or bad in Nigeria as of now. They knew what they were doing. Every one of you were in one kind of group that you were discussing what next, how you are going to be shaming people and doing whatever you do. By what we were hearing now, everything came out. You are already a malicious person. You don't care about Nigeria. It's not only Wunmi that you are against. You are just using Mohbad's death. Do you understand? You are using it to cash in, right? So even pronounce Nigerians, Nigeria as a country, do you understand, as a bad, an epitome of a bad epitome of country. That no. Yes, Nigeria may be bad, but you are the one that is contributing to it. You are lying. You are using professional bodies to lie. Plus, you are actually bribing, the worst sin of all. And then you have Aries, you have the effrontery to say, bam. what? That they would have arrested Wunmi, they would have arrested Abdullah, arrested Yamuba. What is your own game? Did you know that Aloba family? Did you know Mohbad? Did your daughter or your son know Mohbad? Has there been any situation whereby you're doing a do or die on that family that you just want to destroy it, even with every little ounce of money or pennies that you have? Sorry. And you were ready. You said you wanted to give Wunmi present for her birthday. And that present was to arrest Adura, which is Mohbad's brother. The present was to arrest Darocha, who is Mohbad's cousin. Is that not bad enough that Mohbad is dead already? And how are they going to arrest these people that will not affect Wunmi or affect the uncle that Liam has now? And you said you have children. You understand? And I will not beg you for any, because whatever you do, if somebody can go and forge a barrister, a practicing sans signature, names, and company to come and lie on social media, part of your group, by new guy that are not even respectful enough, let alone scared of the outcome. Do you understand? How would I not respect the likes of you? And I expect the common illiterates among of you, but that will not know that you will throw them under the trailer or under the train when they need to save themselves. This is the cue that Arifa and the likes of Westo did not take, even when they saw the red light. Aries, even if you are an American citizen or whatever, and you can speak Yoruba, you can speak good English according to yourself, right? You are part of the people that is trying to destroy Nigeria image. You are using the little pennies and dollars or whatever you spend in that country that you have, that you are in, to destroy Nigeria. And under what guise is that? It's not under Mohbad, justice for Mohbad. So everything that every one of you in that group, you have acquired and you have collated together as, you want to be known or you want to have favor or fans or whatever. Everything is coming out now. I personally challenge you lot. If your parents, your family, anything that is affiliated to you by blood or bone, it's a challenge. I'm not begging you to bring it out. Drop it. You don't need to drop it on social media. Drop it to the police if you truly want justice. Give it, because the police, Nigerian police, they've required and begged and begged. If you have anything, just like the police in the country that you're living in or the country that we're living, they will say, if you have anything that will lead us into this investigation, drop it. Why are you holding it on to shame Nigerian police? You are systematically bullying Nigeria as a country just because you are not living in that country. You are systematically bullying the legislation and judiciary of Nigeria. Because, of course, majority of people, they worship money. You do not even have respect for the spirit of the dead or whatever, or their family. You do not mind people that you throw under the bus. These people like you, Aries, Lagata, you are the kind of people we hear in the news that you will ask girlfriend or boyfriend to come to your house because you want to make money. You will use them for ritual. And this is what you are doing. Same as same as your lead gang that was trying to throw everybody in Manchester. Apparently, they said she didn't turn up. No, I don't even want to say much anyway. Nobody wants to touch her. She's like someone with plague, you understand? The queen of teeth. Yeah. So at the end of the day, my life won't be like that. But I'm just basically saying to you now, I was not so readily available, so I can hear from what everybody is saying now. But you see now, Nigerians, be it Edo, be it Igbo, be it Yoruba, we are taking it back from the Zimbabweans, the Ghanaians that don't know how we operate and how Nigerian works. And what you guys are doing, we are taking it back because the truth is beginning to show itself. I will not beg you to come and give us evidence because everybody now knows you have nothing. Aries, the money you are spending, remember to you too, from the beginning, I think you did. You did some contribution. You did something like a contribution to Baba Mohbad. That might be some of the money that you are spending, and people think you are spending your money. Chairman, you live in UK, and I heard that you are always on FYP. Your chairman, you said you're a professional. The way this case is going, can you even get involved with any coroner inquest without you being invited by the government on your professional level? Can you go and join a group and start doing what you are doing now and misadvising people against the government of the country here? Can you be doing that? Because I know you will hear that. And if you can't be doing that, then please come on one of your platform and explain the reason why you are able to do it so we can question your professionalism. You understand, Chairman? Because when you introduce yourself like you're all big and that, you were respected when you came to Mercy Found Me platform and they allowed you to talk. But what you were doing, so are you saying they are giving you money now to dilly-dally the whole situation? That will soil your professionalism, and you do know that will soil it. You understand? Yeah. So even if you say you retire or you stop working, UK can still bring you. They will indict you. You know that. So every one of you that you are opening a new group and a new chapter because some group have been failed or actually wanted to, they are now out. We will still find you out because this is someone family that you've destroyed, and some other youngsters you have actually made them believe rubbish and lies. Well, that is good. I would say I've said my piece, but Manchester is a very great place. This is what I need to say now. Please continue, Mommy.
Okay, now let me just start quickly from the beginning. And when all this started and we heard all the news and, everybody else, like every other person, everybody was worried. And they started, we started the fight for justice. And gradually the fight for justice became the fight for DNA. It became the fight for, we want women locked up. And gradually, we saw our differences. Everybody stuck with people with like minds. People who are thinking the way they are thinking. And unfortunately for us, we had a group with their like minds supporting the suspects. That was the first, that was my initial thought of, are they really thinking? Who supports somebody who has been called a suspect? And, they don't just call you a suspect. There are some things that made them call those guys suspects. Now, you came from outside, from all over the world, from wherever you are, Liberian, Nigerian, Ghanaian, wherever. You people supported the suspects. First of all, that was really disappointing and a betrayal for me, for Mohbad, I think. Because these are the people that had a hand. You came up with your own imaginary idea of somebody being stabbed and all that. And when we reminded you guys, but we saw the body being carried, we didn't see anything. No, it's there. There was nothing. Old women, old grannies, telling lies. There was a night that I engaged, because I never go to engage them, because I don't like all these curses and all that, and people who don't want to think. The day I went there on Papariano's show, they talked about the police. They said the police were not working. They don't know anything. Nigerian police, what? First of all, most of them are Nigerians. for every, they actually, what surprises me about people who live abroad, because I don't say I live abroad. I only came to bring my kids to school. But for those who call themselves people who live abroad, they will tell you that, oh, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that, Nigeria. I'm here now. And I'm seeing a lot of the characteristics of the Nigeria that people who live here call Nigeria. In fact, you'll be shocked. A lot of disappointment for me when I saw some behaviors. But so the point I'm trying to make here is that a lot of them came out blaming Nigerian police. Giving, as Say You Say Me said, Nigeria a bad name. What will you gain by doing that? You will come and tell us that in America, this is how it is done. But let me ask you, in America, do you go out and tell the police that they should release a suspect? Can you do that? Can you even try it? I watch heavy cases here. Heavy cases. People don't talk about these cases until they go into the court. And when they go into the court, they come up with the analysis based on, what the suspects said to the next court date. But no, we know it all. Somebody sat down there, they call him aristocrat. That is their great, I don't know how to call him. Said Nigerian police don't work. Surprisingly, I heard him yesterday praising Nigerian police. This guy argued with me. I stand with Nigerian police because I know what they've done. I'm a civil servant. And let me tell you one thing. If you see, when you come and be putting government down, I've worked with the government. I've never worked with the private sector. I've only worked with the government. And I know that when you talk about professionalism, we have it. One thing is for you to know, and you may not know. But the bottom line here is, if you don't know something, please don't say that they don't do it. I know how those guys work. And because it's not that knowing, based on the things that they've done that I've been so shocked with, as in, making a case go as it should go. But you guys believe that, Nigerian police do. That was when I said, go and bring your own police. Let's see how far they can go. But the point here is that you are not sincere with yourselves. Most of you don't even want to go back to the case to really follow it let's start from the beginning. And that is what I expect from people. If you want to be objective, you have to go and look at everything. And I've worked as an auditor for a long time too. When I go to audit, I ask you, please, can you bring me your documents from this date to this date? I can't see anything until I've read everything I've seen. And I take note. None of you did that. You come. That Wumi Ashana. Now let's start with one by one. That was aristocrat. And that is their go-to when it comes to talking.
Omami, can I interrupt you for a minute?
Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm. Because they keep saying if it's in abroad. So do they want to tell me that in abroad, the father of the deceased or the family of the deceased will be having meeting with the suspects? Because we were told that Baba Mohbad went to see Spending and the Prime Boy.
Calling them in their cells. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see some lapses there. Okay. But let's just leave that for now. You're not supposed to do that. You don't see, if you want to talk to a suspect, you have these glads, or the police sitting there with you, everybody, there are mics, everything is everywhere. If it's abroad.
Okay.
Now you are saying police interrogated 26 people and they came down with 5. They brought in their forensic experts. Honestly, these guys don't know the people they are dealing with. Nigerian police. See, pray not to get into trouble. That is when you will know how effective these guys are. And please, pray you don't get into their hands. You will not be let off the hook. They will do their job. Whether you like you carry a bag of rice, they will still do their job. Give them 10 million, they will still do their job because they'll be questioned. But all this idea of saying, go and give them this amount, you've made a mistake. Now, all of you came up, old men and women. You said putting a salt in a bowl on a body is embalming. That is another serious one. That made me laugh, honestly, because it's laughable. Embalming. Yeah, what does that mean? The whole idea was to preserve something. Then you come and say what you've not heard. And you know, there's something. Where did you put this idea of hearing from both sides? Whatever Baba tells you, you take hook, line, and sinker. The kids are coming to say the truth, you're telling them that they're lying. You know, this is the proper thing. And that was how a lot of young women were abused sexually in Africa. I won't put it only in Nigeria. And that's why a lot of them could not report. Till tomorrow, for some of them, that has had a kind of mental effect on them. Because when you go to say your uncle touched you, they say, come on, shut up. Which uncle? Are you all right? That's the end of the story. Nobody will let you talk. That is the same culture I see with these women. These kids are telling you exactly what happened. You are trying really hard to shut them up. Instead of saying, come, we need to listen to them. Let's be objective for once. So a lot of uncles got away, dads got away with raping their kids, sleeping with their kids, because of the culture of a child is telling you something and you shut him up immediately. I say, God forbid, it can't happen. And it happened. A lot of women were destroyed that way. It put a mark on kids. Now, coming to Adura. Adura, you know, and I always say it when I want to talk about people or when I want to criticize what a child is doing, because I still see him as not really grown. And you know why I'm saying that? He's a child, he's a product of a broken home. Only God knows what that boy saw. And for them not to be able to see that that boy is withdrawn because he's too quiet. Those are one of the effects of all this abuse that parents put kids through. And he's now saying his truth. What would you, this woman, do? He needs therapy. You went online and you started cursing him. They started cursing him. They are forgetting the abuse that man called Joseph Alopa put those kids through. They are forgetting that totally. Have they thought about why his kids are all staying away and looking at him? Do you know the effect of abuse on kids? It never goes away. It is with you till you're an adult. You see some people usually quiet, unusually withdrawn. They can't interact. They're not happy. They're quiet, they're timid, they don't fight. They don't fight back. We saw some of that with Mohbad. That guy carried a lot of weight. Honestly, a lot of weight on himself until they finally took him away. All his songs told the story. Have they ever sat down to think that a story is being told here? Now you want to pounce on Adura. Where are your own kids? Let us ask first of all. Do you know what Adura is going through mentally? Do you know that? A general in Canada here, a major general, was deranked to the level of a captain because they discovered years later that he abused his daughter for years. Somebody told us that Baba Mohbad abused Blessing. That this still matter. And we're fighting for justice. And we're supporting an abuser. Where do we come from? Then you come and beat your chest and you tell me you live in America. In America, if they hear that he slept with Blessing, by now they will have locked him up. That's another case. On its own. You guys don't listen to that. No. You are more interested in bringing Wunmi down, insulting the kid that Mohbad left, continue with the trauma that his kids went through. You are re-traumatizing Adura. You people went online yesterday, re-traumatizing that guy. Crunch Queen, you are one of them. You live in England. You came out traumatizing Adura. God will never forgive you. Because if you know what that boy went through, you won't go out there and start cussing the way you did yesterday. Do you have children? Do you know what it means for a child to go through trauma? You guys are coming to talk to kids that had no care. Those kids don't know anything called love. Their lives don't matter to their dad. Because if his life mattered to his dad, he would never tell them to lock him up. You went and you're saying they should lock your son up. You don't know the magnitude of what you've done, Joseph Aloba. You don't know what it means for a child to be marked for the rest of his life. That boy is marked. He doesn't need to tell you. It shows when you see him. And all you guys are about is Joseph Aloba, the abuser. Crunch Queen went online that he will not get away with it. Crunch Queen, nothing will happen to Adura. Honestly, nothing will happen to Adura. We will take you to the social services if we have to. You went and started insulting a woman who went through domestic abuse. Do you know what domestic abuse is? You all sit down every day cursing that woman. Domestic abuse. Do you know what women go through when they've been domestically abused? That is what you see in Mohbad's mom too. You come and claim that somebody who suffered for his kids. If I may ask you, what did Joseph Aloba do? Exactly. Exactly what? Because Mohbad was the one that sent blessings to school, as we heard. He never sent Adura to school. And Mohbad could not finish his school because there was no money. The Nalapo money that you people are talking about, there's a story to that. So what exactly did he do for his kids?
The stupid woman is streaming. Streaming.
Let him stream. Let her stream. No, I'm being honest here. What exactly? You come online and come and re-traumatize these kids. Have you ever sat down to think about why these kids are staying away from their father? I don't think you've experienced trauma. And you might have experienced trauma. Because when you re-traumatize people, you don't know that there's anything wrong because you've been through it. See, I left my job as a deputy director to come and sit with my kids in school. Your kids need you every time. I'm saying it here as a deputy director in Central Bank of Nigeria. I know what it means when you leave kids alone. What happens to them? Mohbad was a street kid. Adura the same. So tell me what care they got. These are things that we should these are things that we should look at. We have not gone to look at their family of origin. When I say family of origin here, let's look at the environment they all came out from. There's something wrong. And if there's something wrong with that origin, everything will go bad. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with people from a set of family of origin that have been destroyed from their home, the environment they lived in, and everything about them was not just right. And you are coming out to insult their mother. You are coming out to curse them, Adura, for saying his truth because he's not saying what you want to hear. You can't do that in America. America will not hear that Joseph Aloba, I just told you now, a general was brought down. Go and Google it. When they discovered that for years he abused his daughter. You see how serious it is? You know what it means to be a major general. So, you've all heard that. You all pretended as if you didn't hear it. Then coming to the whole thing that happened, none of you have really sat down to say, come, let's even talk to Sefa Aloba. What's all this that we're hearing? No, you don't want to hear it. Instead, I will pop champagne. If they lock Darosha up, does that solve the case? Is that the justice we're looking for? You guys are not looking for justice. I don't know where you come from, but I see people who are bitter with their lives, and they want to take it on somebody else. What do you mean by they should lock Darosha up? What did he do? He put a bowl of salt. He didn't cut him up. He didn't inject anything into him. Now, what do you say about the person that went to bury a child with no report, nothing? Darosha that puts salt in a bowl is more of a culprit for you than the one that went to, in fact, not bury, throw the body away. No test, nothing. You guys should fear God. You guys should fear God, because honestly, for all that had a hand in this, in messing up this family, in helping to re-traumatize his family members, none of you go free. None of you will go free. You went after Wumi. We're beginning to see why Wumi said if she opens her mouth to speak, a lot will happen. We're almost there. And we'll get there. We want justice for Mohbad. We don't want people who are not about justice for Mohbad. Yes, you call yourself the justice people, but honestly, you've lost your focus. You've lost your focus. In America, can you go and get out a suspect just like that? I know there are bail conditions, but people who have been accused for murder, it's difficult to get them out just like that. And be coming to say and trying to change the narrative of what we have, and coming to say that the police are not working, and shamelessly praising the police yesterday. You guys need to think, rethink your, idea and the way of handling this thing. Lati Snare will sit down there and we know his story. Calling Adura a thief yesterday, I was just laughing. We know your story. Because everybody is watching you guys, we know the horrible lives you all live abroad. I'm not a citizen here. When I'm done with my kids, I go back home. I don't look down on Nigeria. I'm proud of Nigeria. And I don't put down anything Nigeria. You are the ones that give Nigerians problems. With all your wrong narratives about Nigeria. People are watching. The what do we call it? The international community, they're watching. You think people don't watch? They do. Everybody is sane. It may not be now. But honestly, rethink your style of fighting for justice. Rethink your fight. If you really want justice, you know what to do. You know how to go about the justice. You need to go back and get somebody that will really educate you people about this case, because you've lost focus. People will sit down there, kò ní dá fún ọmọ kìíní kan, kò ní this, kò ní that. That's not justice. We want to know what happened to Mohbad. That's what we're interested in. And don't belittle anything that the policemen have done. You're there 8 months. You can't come up with anything. You are putting down a policeman who did something in 2 weeks. Who is more intelligent here? 8 months. All of you put together could not come up with anything. But you come out and start insulting our government. I told you I am for government. I'm a complete civil servant. I've never worked in the private sector. You can't put down the government of Nigeria just like that. Because look at you, 8 months, not one thing, you've not brought up anything. And you come and tell us that they're not working. You bring people like Bukky Jesse, who doesn't know her left from her right, and thinks justice is about scattering her cheeks all over the place and putting saliva on everybody. It's about screaming and calling somebody Ashana. Ashana. So what? After Ashana, what next? Has that given you justice? No. Or come out and start threatening people. That is not justice. We want to know what happened to Mohbad. We want to know what happened to Mohbad. That's what is important. DNA is not the justice we're looking for. Yeah. If you want DNA, you can do the one for your kids.
Where's Jen?
So please, let's be focused. Give me a minute. Let's be focused. She's not here. She's next door. So no, she's not. So what we're saying is, she's not. What we're saying here is that the point is we need to sit down. Your principal, Joseph Aloba, please sit him down. Tell him, ask him to tell you the truth between him and the Almighty. Between him and the Almighty. Because whatever anybody who took part in this will suffer. Mohbad is not sleeping until he gets justice. Know that and know peace. And for everyone who wants to trample upon his family, his brother, his mother, the mother that he loved so much, you can't be his mother. You will never be his mother. God has already ordained that. So whether you like, you call his mother, whatever, call her mama, whatever, it's not important. What is important is for us to get justice. Call her Iya Adura, call her Iya Blessing. It's not important. It doesn't change the fact that she gave birth to Mohbad. And you can't change that. Mohbad will not come from you. Mohbad will not come from Crunch Queen. And Mohbad will not come from every other woman there teaming up to insult his family. You don't love Mohbad. You don't care about Mohbad, honestly. You are re-traumatizing his siblings because only God knows what those people went through. You have not helped them in any way. You are destroying their family. Please have the fear of God in you and do the right thing. Let the police do their job. The police, yes, you can't be crying more than the bereaved, that's true. The police know what they're doing. That I can vouch for. I've seen them crack cases. You don't know Nigerian police, you've been away for a long time, that's your business. But know that Nigerian police will do this job. I hate it when I hear people put down what we have. America will never ever be where you come from. If you do too much, they can withdraw their citizenship and send you back home. Know that. So don't overdo it. But please, when you do your thing, do it with the fear of God in you. And do it with the right thought in mind that somebody up there is seeing you. For justice for Mohbad, but I'll never support any form of bully. I am not going to traumatize people who have already been traumatized in their lives. I see trauma in all of them. I see people who have been abused for most of their lives. I'm not going to be a part of that. All we want is justice, not to bully people. All right, thank you.